Hello. Right, today I'm going to show you how to make Christmas crackers. A little bit like this. And it's going to be as quick a video as I can do. So all the details of what you need, the measurements, I might even do a cutout that you can print out of where I've scored and the measurements that I've used, so you can just use it as a template. And they'll be on my blog, and the link will be below this video. So I'm halfway through already almost. I've scored out the paper and everything that you'll need is on the blog. So if I just do the last couple of lines on the paper that I was using. This is actually quite difficult to look at this and through the camera at the same time. Right, there we go. So I'm going to fold it where I've scored it, which you'll see on the instructions. I'm going to use a pair of shredding scissors to cut all the way along. And this makes it easier to scrunch up when you're creating the cracker, because this is craft paper, so it's a little bit thicker than normal sort of copier paper, but it's nicer and you can get a lot more different patterns and nicer types of this paper than you can with just standard paper. Because the thin paper that you use for like wrapping paper and things like that isn't always nice to use, and it can tear easily when you're trying to fold or stick something down. So I thought this would be a lot easier to use, and I just have to put a few cuts in it. Now what I'm doing is just getting a bit of sticky, bit of double-sided tape to pop across the line that I've made on the tube to stick this to the paper. So what I've done is I've drawn a line across the tube there and put a little nick, or a little mark where the centre line is, and then I just have to match that up to the line that I made on the paper. Should have made it on the other side as well. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Gosh, less speed, more haste. Or is it the other way around? There we go. Just mark that up. Okay, and then I find it easier doing it this way. If I glue the line first using some just PVA glue, or you can use one of those glue pens, they're quite good. But I'm just going to glue the whole line. Sorry if this video is a little bit hard to follow. If I get time I will do another one. But I am going to do a picture tutorial on my blog and in the Christmas issue magazine that I'm doing, online magazine. The first issue's already out and you can go on my blog and see that. Get the links to that on my Facebook page. Then you get the other two tubes to help roll. Roll it over. Actually, if I do it the other way around, you'll be able to see it better. Ooh, it's moving. Right. Roll it round and then over. And hold it tightly. Make sure everything's stuck down. Okay, that's stuck down there. Then pull one tube out halfway, get a bit of string. So all the stuff you need for this is listed on the blog, and the measurements, like I said, will be on there as well. then just where that score line is in the middle of the cuts, you just tie the string and then push down along near the middle tube edge, just so it makes it easier to scrunch down as you're tying it. So then turn it over and do another knot the other side, scrunch it down like so. Cut it off. There we go, that's one end. Then what you want to do is fill this with your hat, your little joke, or I did think of doing something like, instead of jokes, which are either hard to think of or just rubbish, if you do like little general knowledge questions or facts, or you could do something about your family. So if you're doing this for your family, you could do something like questions of who used to dress up in their pyjamas and fill their pyjamas with all their clothes so they pretend to be a sumo wrestler. I'm not going to tell you the answer to that, but if you have like family secrets or fun little things like that, you could always put that and make that like a quiz about your family, or friends, or whoever, really. That's just a bit different to the usual jokes or silly things like that. Something a bit more interesting. So fill them with that. Then you don't have to put the snap in yet, because I want to tie this, because when you tie this it doesn't go completely flat, so there will still be a gap that you can put the snap through. I'm doing that because I want to keep the tubes in the ends until I finish tying these together. So I just press that down, then knot it there, and then turn it over. And knot that side. Pull that out. Then, if you see that, I mean, that hole's quite big, but you can still see all the way through there. That gap's probably about 1 centimetre wide. It looks big on the camera, but you just put the snap all the way through. You can sort of see where the middle of it is. Then, oh gosh, you want to cut the snap so it fits just inside. And I would normally use a glue gun for this bit, but you can use double-sided tape. And then stick that down inside the pulley bit there. And then cut that and do the same. Oh, I can't get hold of it. You could always mark this and and put the tape on before you put them inside. Bear with me a second. I'm just going to get this a bit closer to me so I can grab it. Gosh. Okay, there we go. Then you get a bunch of, you can use anything for these bits. It's just to cover the tires, so you could use, what I'm doing is a bunch of fibres and wool, or you could use curling ribbon, or you can use normal ribbon. So many different things just to make it look a bit different. And can just tie that there. Pull it around a bit so it's in the middle. There you go. I'll do another one just so it sticks out a bit more. There we go. And the other one, get all those cotton straight. I apologise if this is a really bad video and I keep disappearing. The screen has got a good tutorial. So I should really wanted to get something online because I haven't done it for ages. Gosh, the last thing was that plant pot holder labeler. I'll just undo this again because I've lost the end of that bit of string. Here we go. So just tie that there. And one more. Nearly done, don't worry. Okay, so that's sort of what you get. Something like that there. So you can, I've put two tiny little baubles on there and with a little bit of ribbon. And then I put ribbon on either side there. So you could do different ones for all sorts of people. I've even made my own crepe paper ribbon. So you can get a bit of, where's it gone? Double-sided. Put that on here. Put it over the end of it over where the line is. Then curl it round. Cut the excess off. Another bit of double-sided. There we go. Fold that round. And then, here's one I made earlier. Basically, you can do any sort of embellishments you like. And you can make these for anything. You can make these birthday crackers. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. You can make crackers for any time of the year, any sort of party or anything like that. And fill them with gifts and presents, or make a bigger one and make it an actual present rather than you know, wrapping up a big gift. I made a little card here, made some holly leaves, glittery ones, and put on the little pearl berries and a little tassel. I'll show you how to make these via that magazine that I'm doing at the moment as well. There'll be instructions on how to do those. And you can add those to your crackers, or I've done this one as well, which is a pretty little flower, got more glittered leaves, and that's got a little bit of crochet on it and a button and some pearls as well. And then you can put that on there and you can give that as a gift on its own. That's the end of my tutorial. I'm sorry it was really quick, and if it was a bit messy, I will try and do another one. I just wanted to get something on here ASAP, like I said. But if you go to my blog, check out the first issue of my online magazine iCraft, and also watch out for the next issue, which I'm trying to get out in the next few days, with any luck. So there's the tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. Please comment if you did like it. If you didn't, please try not to be too harsh. And I'll see you again. Bye.